Anything you have ramen noodles on that motherfucker.
Oh, the whole different ball game.
Whole different ball game.
My son had me cracking up yesterday. That nigga was at fucking Kroger or Meyer, and he found some Fruit Loop Pop Tarts.
Oh, that shit. Was
I saw
funny
He
as
talking
hell.
about, hold on now. They done changed the game with this.
But
I said, what?
the way he was standing there looking at him with his
He was
maze,
looking at
He
all
was
the
lit.
different
He was
flavors,
lit.
because he was like, I don't think I'm gonna find a better flavor than this one. And then he, bro, that shit was funny. He's like, hold on now, they done changed the guy. I said, oh, game changer. He said, yeah. I said,
Good game changer.
Bro, if you must been busy, bro, you know you need to get the Clippers going or something, baby.
Good
Over there,
cut.
you
Good dreads coming.
okay on the dreads?
Locks,
Okay,
locks,
okay.
not
Locks,
dreads.
locks.
Locks.
Locks. Why, but why is that the
No,
go-to
I'm
when
just-
niggas start losing their line? Then?
Right.
Oh my god.
Oh, you,
Oh my
bro,
god.
we ain't going there. Look at Joe Lining right now.
My line is pristine.
Your line is 2 inches up from your
That
hairline.
shit
Why you
leaning,
on locks,
Joe.
bro?
My shit.
No, I'm
leaning
just
a little
playing.
bit.
I ain't had a chance to even leave the house. I
You
work
see
from
what he
home.
drinking? He
I
drinking
just been
fruit punch and
working.
cognac.
I got
That's
a good
wild.
barber if you need the number, bro. You know I fuck. You know my man. I got to
Can't trust
We got to
nobody.
we got to get at your
Suave.
head.
You know
You been
Suave?
barber.
You know Suave from Pontiac?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Suave. Yeah, that's what I
Suave
go
straight,
to.
Suave sweet.
Schwa sweet. Schwa sweet. That's that
Red
cognac
leather,
and
yellow
fruit
leather
punch
head ass. Bro, why are you doing that to yourself?
with Kit Kat bars.
It's that good sauce right here.
Good sauce.
Good sauce.
My man is mixing brandy Ciroc with Everfresh fruit
First
punch.
off, Brandy Ciroc is wild.
No, that's good shit. That shit's straight.
It's not that straight,
bro.
You're
It's
drinking
not
rum
good.
right now.
I'm
It's
bro.
not
definitely
good.
drinking
It's
rum.
just, no, I'm saying it's
It's not
decent.
good. It's not good.
It's decent. It
not
ain't
good.
on the level of the best brandies, but it's decent.
Cheap rum too.
Yo,
Oh,
drink
put
it
off
back
food.
on the
No, yeah,
table,
don't
my
show
nigga.
Didn't
nobody
we tell
that
you to
shit
throw
on
that
the
away
camera.
last week?
Cheers, motherfucker.
And then, so y'all niggas, okay. Anyway,
Good
got-
crank.
there's
Yeah.
not a single liquor other than Pinnacle Whipped that works with that
With that fruit
with that
punch.
Everfresh fruit
Or
punch.
some Ska
So, okay,
vodka.
my question is, why you drinking Pinnacle Whip, bro?
First of all, I'm not.
They
Okay,
got like 3 bottles of Pinnacle Whip in a whip right now.
listen. First of all, we all was in high school at one point, and we all, knew white girls. That's why I know about the Pinnacle Whip. All right, mind your business.
It was the Amsterdam days.
No, Amsterdam was college.
No, the
High school was
Bacardi-
Smirnoff.
the
Amsterdam was
151.
college.
Yeah,
Not for me.
Joe, that's
you was
date
off
break.
the E&J in college.
I was off that
151.
Eric
Me and Joe
Jerk.
was definitely off the ENJ in college.
Yeah,
Bruh,
we was off that
I'm
Eric
talking about
Jerk.
niggas. By the time
peach joint.
niggas was not drinking Amsterdam when I was in, and when I was in high school, all the white kids was drinking fucking Smirnoff or Pinnacle or Burnett's. That
Oh,
was the
yeah.
shit in
Oh,
high
yeah.
school.
Hey, why I felt like I was doing something in college when I got the E&J VSOP though.
Hey, I know, hey,
So you spent
whole
$10. You spent
and when I'm
$16
feeling broke.
instead of the $7.
What do you say? He's like, and when I'm feeling broke.
Man, listen.
E&J by my side.
We used to
Henny like $40. This shit like
Man.
25.
E&J cheaper than that shit.
But I used to get the VSOP though, baby.
We used to
No,
drink.
no,
When I
hit
spoke
you.
with Dave, we used to drink fucking
No.
E&J and Paul Masson.
That's what I
Oh,
was
the
gonna say.
Paul.
You ain't hit a low until you took the Parmesan and poured heme into that Henny bottle.
Oh no!
When you pulling up on the horse.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Oh
you
yeah,
did
you
that.
pour him in the Henny
Hey,
and so you
listen.
hit it in the car. You all,
Hey,
it's all
listen.
No.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. You never beyond that. You never get beyond that point in life. Because I definitely did that with a Kirkland bottle. We had this. Somebody brought a big ass Kirkland bottle of tequila on the boat one day, and then we had a charter right after that, and it was an empty half gallon bottle of Patron. You think we ain't pour that Kirkland in the Patron bottle and
They
serve
didn't
it?
know the difference.
No, they
cuz.
didn't. They was like, we off. They were talking about that in videos. We
service.
off the Tron boat like bitch.
Do you know
all
how many,
that.
You know how many
Good
females drunk
Kirkland.
Amsterdam thinking it was Ciroc back in the day?
plethora.
Oh
But
my god.
we can ready to get this pod started, man. We got some things to get to. You hear me? So without further ado, folks.
Hey. You gotta turn that up, Joe.
There we go.
Yeah.
Turn them shits up.
Yeah. Get us in the mode one time.
We can ready to go up.
Dave about to start Millie rocking in about 2 seconds.
Hey, don't tell me. You always got
They
me
ain't about to get
started.
the minute. All I gotta do is hit him with his college call. Burn, burn, burn. Hey,
Then the damn reverend.
Joe think he a
All the
full-fledged DJ now.
That's right, DJ. Nah, you about to put one of them headphones off one head.
But nah, man. What it do, what it is. It's the Bearded Point of View podcast. I'm your host, Beard Gang Jody, accompanied with my folks. We got Chef Tay. What's
Chef
going
Tay in
on?
the building.
New Chef Tay.
We got my man Business, Big Business.
What's going on? What's going on?
New business day.
And of course, as always, we got my man, Booty Eating Wingman, my man Ralph. What it is, brother?
What it is, brother?
Ew, the booty eating wingman.
How y'all fellas feeling, man? How y'all fellas feeling?
Feeling great. Shit, I'm off work now. Shit, time to
It's
have some fun.
Time to have some fun, pot it up. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot to talk about this week. You know what I'm saying? A lot has transpired. You know, first and foremost, please stop just going to the liquor store asking the attendant for a Neho.
Oh my God.
Public service announced black folk. This is, Joe,
Man.
let me handle
Go
this
ahead,
one,
take
Joe.
your business.
No,
man.
we
Handle
can
your
tag
business.
team
Public
this shit.
service announcement, black
New
folk.
business day.
Please stop going to the liquor store and asking for a Neho.
Just walk in.
No, don't get me wrong. Neho good. I was off the Neho Casa all summer. But you just walk in and ask for a Neho. What
Can
kind
I
of
do
Neho
one?
do
Can I
you
do y'all
need?
one better? Can I do y'all one
Ponte,
better?
they just say a Neho.
No, I'm gonna do you one better. They'll go to the bar or the restaurant and get indignant about it. I want some anejo, and then have the bartender just sit there waiting for which type of anejo, and they be like, "So you gonna just stand there and not give me my anejo? Which one? Because we got 12 back here."
I mean, we got Patron.
We gonna
got,
call this segment Black Ass Shit of the Week.
Oh, man,
Black
let's do
ass
this.
shit.
'Cause I got some
Perfect
shit.
segment.
No, I got some shit to talk about. In
That's a
this.
perfect segment. That's a great segment.
Black
Ass shit of the week.
Can I give y'all my black ass shit of the
Go
week?
ahead. What's your black ass shit of the week?
When you do some catering, when you get somebody to cater your shit, okay? If there's leftover food, by law, we gotta throw that in the garbage. Don't go to Auntie's cabinet, get a bunch of styrofoam boxes, start back like
Stapling the plates and
you
shit
doing
together.
a lot for that extra couple wings. Black ass shit of the week.
Rob, what's your
dealt
black
with
ass shit
tonight.
of the week?
First thing, Tay gonna catch a fade up in the church one next week.
Oh yeah, he gonna be fighting with one of the ladies.
That's
You better
all right,
chill out.
bro. They don't need
You
all
gonna
them
catch a-
extra boxes of food. I gotta throw that in the garbage by law.
By law.
I'm gonna lose my
But
license.
they paid for it. So you know a bunch of black ladies at
I'm a,
church.
bro,
they
you think
eat
I was
they
gonna argue with
food.
them? That's why I was late today. I wasn't about to argue. They squatted up on me. About
Yeah.
12 of them.
We can take this.
12 of them
This
with big
some
ass
good.
hats.
It's
Big-
good still, baby.
But no, what's your black ass?
I'm gonna skip this one. Go on, Dave. I know you got to talk about
Well, he
it.
got his in the Neho. You know what I'm saying? My black
Yeah,
ass shit.
everybody
of
ain't
the
got.
week.
But look, we gonna have Joe. What you got, bro?
Stop spelling shit with money. Please stop spelling shit with money. Because look,
Please stop doing.
one, the I and the R and the S is not playing with niggas. That's for one.
Oh my God.
For two, you spending that good $5 to pull the money out to spell some shit. That's pointless. And three, you probably borrowing your man's money.
Man, that's
Hey, bro,
too
let me hold
much.
your honey so I can put
Niggas
this
be
on
jumping on them dumbass
That shit is
trends, bro.
stupid. Cause then I know y'all done saw these videos with these niggas that's fanning the bread and all that good shit, getting they shit pushed in, and niggas running up in the crib taking their shit.
Wait, what?
Oh, no,
what
no,
are you
no.
watching on the internet, bro?
No.
Where you seeing these niggas get their
What do you
shit pushed
follow?
in, Joe?
Legit. So long story short, one, God rest his soul. One cat, he on the gram, he katana fanning and spreading him. Oh, I'm loafed up. They came to the door. They knocking. Hey, shotgun, everything. It's on video. Pull him out the crib. Man, where it's at? I'm gonna get him and lit him up right there and took the
that's
cheese.
not okay.
That's not okay. But then they got this little, Puerto Rican cat out in New York. He come out the bodega and they hemmed him straight up and just ripped him pockets off. Stop posting the
so
money.
niggas is really out here watching niggas' social media.
Yes.
Yes.
And tracking them down.
but
Yeah,
I
because
used to be that
niggas be doing
nigga
dumb
Jesus
shit. Like niggas are
Christ.
filmed or take pictures and shit in like their front yard, and you know what I'm saying. You could
Yeah.
see niggas'
Or tag
addresses
their location
or
and be
tag
like, I
their
got them
location
racks
or
on you.
whatever.
But you got to be a dedicated robber to do
Yes.
that.
No,
But
it's
it's
dedicated.
dedicated
None of
robbers.
that
It's
swings
free
out here.
bands. What Future say? Future free bands. It's
Listen,
free
it's
bands.
dedicated nut
If I see
niggas.
Tay
Christ.
flexing right now 30 bands, I'm going to Tay crib. Not saying I'm coming to your crib, Tay, but
If a
I'm
nigga
robbing
flexing,
us.
if I'm
Yeah, I
hungry
need
and my
that.
baby need Pampers and food, and you got a 50 piece on the gram and I notice you in the
pulling up.
same apartment
You
complex,
pulling up.
PPP
I'm
on
knocking on
mine,
your
bro.
door.
You pulling up with that.
Hey,
P.
I think you got a give me that. It's
I got a
good.
question
Yeah.
for Ralph. Because
Yeah.
I seen something on your social medias today. You posted something about collecting dog semen. What the fuck was that about?
Yeah, you can't just post stuff without no caption.
Yeah, like it was like
That's
2 tubes
sketchy,
of
bro.
dog semen, and you was like, "Told
did.
y'all." No, he had a caption, but it
did
was
have
like,
a caption.
"See what I mean?"
No,
like
so-
no, we don't.
No, we
So
don't know.
that's
what you
something
mean.
in the dog game y'all know about, but mainly in
And, oh,
bullies.
it's a dog game.
Like,
All
you know,
right.
yeah, it is a dog game. It's a bag in a dog game. I don't know
Okay.
if y'all know it, but-
Ew, the booty eating
This
wingman.
is special seg right here. The dog life is him.
Yeah.
No, so when you study your dog out, you can send ship semen, right, or frozen semen. So
Okay.
people will pull the semen, but you know if you keep pulling the semen, you will pull a whole bunch of pretty much just fluid. It ain't got no sperm in it.
So it's a way to do it.
Yeah, so you know the first 3,
How you getting the,
the first,
semen, Ralph?
the first, you collecting out the dog.
So you
grabbing
be
the
jacking-
dog,
you jacking
the dog off.
Oh no!
The dog's coming in a
Pause.
little
You didn't-
bag.
that's
Hold
the
on,
next
wait, no. We're
butt
not.
drop we
We're
need.
not gonna speed past this.
We need a, no, Joe. That's
You
the
doing
drop
what to
we
the
need.
dogs, cuz?
So you really ain't got to jack them. You like grab them and then like they just start squirting the semen out in a little baggie. You got gloves on. You ain't
You
touching
grab
bro.
them. You grab their shit.
Just like you grab your shit, nigga. You grab your shit, jack
Oh
it.
no! Hell no! I'm not that dedicated to.
I ain't
any-
doing
what
it.
part
The
of
vets is doing it.
What part of the alphabet crew is that?
The vets is doing
Oh,
it.
the vets do it.
Oh,
I
just
thought
the
you was.
vet.
Oh, okay.
No, you was saying like you was going to the backyard and grabbing Cujo's dick and getting
I
them
thought
together.
you was a part of the.
No, I mean breeders do it.
Am I
Breeders
in
do
trouble
it.
for that, Joe? I ain't know what. I ain't know what.
Hey,
was
you know
talking
which
about.
letter-
I
which-
know
which letter
that
allows
was.
you to
No,
grab
no,
a
for
dog
real.
I
dick?
didn't know that letter.
Which letter allow you to grab a dog dick, bro?
The D.
I didn't know that letter. So I was,
LGQDD.
Dog dick. That's disgusting.
No man.
Yeah, you got to clarify, bro. And
No.
you should have started with like, so what I do is I take him to the vet.
yeah, you got. You
And
got to
then-
lead
It's
off with
for
that.
certain people. It wasn't for you. It's for the dog
My
people. on the
point
page.
is, in this conversation,
page?
you could have led with. What I do first is get him in the
The
car.
process is
What I
getting
do
him in the
first
car.
is get him in the
I
car.
ain't gonna lie. I collect
Then
my
I
own
jump on
dogs.
75 and get him to the
I ain't
vet.
mad at that hot 75. I'm gonna do it my damn self.
So you
The
grabbing dog
75.
dick.
The
You-
vet's getting all the 75.
Yeah,
You can have it.
I'm gonna tip him. I'm gonna tip him and get him to the 100 before I'm whacking dogs
Look,
on
look,
him.
solid 75 going to
when
him.
you think about it, your stud fee gonna be 2,500, 3 bands. You coming up?
Yeah.
So you telling me you not willing to invest $75?
No, I
and you
need
about to get
all
a
of my
return
money.
of $25,000?
That's gas for the week.
I will say though, he do got some good specimens, so he.
I get that. Let's
I
get
got
back to the
one
brass
question.
tacks.
One question. Can
You
I ask
about to
one
get
question?
25 bands and you don't want to invest $75?
Can I ask one question?
I'm not trusting the vet to do anything.
I want to
do it
ask one
myself.
question, bro.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
How long does it take? Because that matters.
Yeah.
Like 2-3 minutes.
You're whacking
So
for
you
2-3
got
minutes.
that's a
minutes.
full
No, you ain't gotta whack
Y'all,
them. Look,
y'all
look,
go
look.
together.
Did you buy him? Did you buy him dinner?
Listen. Here's how the
Before
process goes. So you take your female, right?
Mike.
You bring your male over. He gonna smell it. He gonna be ready at that point because he already know what time it is. So you got the little bag. You slip it over this thing. He humping her. You ain't really doing nothing at the time. He come out of this thing. You know they get stuck.
Mm-hmm.
So he ain't gonna get stuck because the bag is there. So you just flip him around and like hold it for 2-3 minutes. He gonna shoot his semen out. You pull it up in a little pipette. You put it in her. You good to go. Or you know, if
So
they-
why not just let them get their freak on?
Yeah.
some dog
some
dog
females
breeds
won't let
like
them.
Frenchies
So you
and stuff
cuck
like.
holding dogs.
This nigga, man.
Nigga sick because he googling. You told on
Cuckolding
yourself that
dogs.
you watching
Man,
Big
stop.
Cuckoo that night.
Stop it, bro. Everybody, boy, nigga, stop. Anyway,
I'm just fucking with you.
Everybody off.
That
the,
sounds
off
like
the
an
hub.
intense. That
Yeah,
sounds
that's
like
a
an
lot.
I'm not
intense.
off the hub. First off, let's stop. Not everybody's off the hub.
So you.
No, I'm
you
off the
are.
XNXX. Stop it.
The what?
The hub. Y'all still on the hub.
Bro, that's the only thing you need.
No,
the
X
X
videos killing the hub, bro.
What?
X video, that's high school.
First of all,
Hub and
the-
X
the-
videos is high school.
That
selection.
regular hub
the
is
hub.
No,
Like,
the
it's a
evidence
hub.
that
It says it in the
evidence
name.
selection is terrible on the hub, bro.
What are you
No,
looking
it's
for,
not,
bro?
It is.
Hold on,
You
hold on,
gotta,
hold
you
on.
gotta search the, you gotta search the correct.
I'm not
feed.
trying to do all that. I'm trying to go in there.
You
2-3
trying to see the
minutes.
first
Oh, you
page.
trying to
Heme.
scroll.
See
You
some
trying
big
to
titties,
scroll.
fat ass heme.
You scrolling.
No.
You a
I'm
scroller.
gonna give it
I'm
to you
off
like
there.
this.
You a scroller.
No, I'm
you don't
first
just
page with
you
it.
don't type in your
First
genre.
page with it. Scroll. Bop, bop.
No, what you do is you go to the XNXX free promo. and whatever you need, whatever your heart desires.
I promise you,
That's
it's
how
on
the hub is.
But I'm talking about the algorithm got it to where when you get your set videos, they coming with the top. You ain't got to
That's how
scroll.
the hub
The hub
works.
is out of here. There's too many ads.
First of all, y'all niggas are weird.
Joe got a subscription.
First
to
off,
that
y'all
shit.
still-
If the hub's not enough,
The hub is high school, bro.
if the hub, because first of all, what are you doing that you need something beyond?
I don't even
what's
think y'all
the
had
hub?
liberty to have this conversation. Y'all still rubbing him out dry-handed. Y'all dry-handed rub.
Forgot. Joe
we
like
not talking
Joe,
about
Joe
this.
got
Yeah.
essential oils
We
and
done
shit
had
to
too
rub
many
one out.
conversations about. First of all, we done came down here and Joe hadn't
Lotion everywhere.
He hadn't reset the room, so he still had
Bro,
the room
Joe,
set
yeah,
for
30
his
something years
private
old, bro.
time.
You're still getting Vaseline to whack it off, cuz.
No, not Vaseline. Baby oil. Gel.
You're setting the mood. Do you like the candle?
He-
Oh, yeah, I
He
give them the
fucking
light.
does.
You
He
know
got
what I'm
this whole
saying?
light right here just for the whacking on.
I get an incense, you know what I mean? OnlyFans coming soon.
This conversation is making me uncomfortable.
OnlyFans coming soon.
Hey, y'all
But
sitting
no,
on the couch though.
it is first of the
Next
month.
topic.
Yeah,
It is
quick.
first of the month. You know what I'm saying? So we
Big
got
Great segue.
Black History Month.
Yeah, Black History Month.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's get into that.
We got a good topic to get into where we got, and I get it is what is the word that you used earlier, Ralph, off mic? It is big business, if you will. No pun intended to my man Business Dave, but
Okay.
it is a lot of pandering going, but at the same time as the black folk, we've asked for some type of visual support,
Let
some
Ralph
type of support.
explain what we talking
So,
about.
Ralph, if you can jump into this and
Okay, so
and get
you
us
know
through
we
it.
was talking about earlier. It was a little snippet from Xbox, Tay. So I don't know if you saw what I posted it, where like Xbox was doing like some kind of Black History thing. They had like Black History colors and a theme on the Xbox.
Okay.
So like this European dude, he jumped on there. He like, oh, next month is White People Month, right?
What?
Yeah. So they hit him with So let me pull it up real quick because it was real specific.
But the point about it was what we was trying to elaborate on is like how you feel about like big business, like basically what's it called, pandering,
Being performative.
being performative. As far as like
performative, yeah.
like the other story was Bath and Body Works put out a whole, they just
The
wrapped
whole
their
front of the
candle.
store is wrapped the candle in kente cloth.
Kente
and put it in
cloth
front of-
and
And
stuff
Target
like that.
with the line
I
there.
had the same
I'm gonna
conversation.
pull it up, bro.
The same conversation during Pride Month or Pride Week or however many days it is, where big business and big corporations do this performative bullshit. It's bullshit. I mean, I don't think it's a whole lot of conversation that has to go along with it. It's bullshit. It's fucked up. It's stupid.
Is it?
I think it is because
Okay.
it's performative as fuck. Like, so what do y'all?
But isn't that what we asked for?
Nah, we not.
Not necessarily
your
the
opinion,
pander.
Tay.
So
And
we
then-
asked for
We don't ask for the
exposure.
performative. But what makes it like to me pointless is like, okay, take a brand that very specifically don't fuck with black, like has been open about it, but then February 1st hits, and now you can go get a Tommy Hilfiger shirt, but the Tommy Hilfiger is Kente print or whatever. That's weird.
Here it is, Tay.
And a lot of corporations and a lot of people, I think realistically, and I'm gonna be honest, don't fuck with black people.
No, they don't.
until it's
Time to profit.
time to profit. It's Black
I
History
agree.
Month. Let me do some Black History shit. Just let me do this right now because I'm gonna do my racist bullshit the rest of the year. So this is an opportunity. It's a performative opportunity to be like, I'm with you, but in reality, you're not. It's the whole like, you with me when it's convenient type shit.
So where do we draw the line at though? Because
Right.
some companies are so like we
Like
talked
Target.
about earlier off the air, off the mics. Some people, what do they do when they want to support, when they want to celebrate? Now that's a rhetorical question. What I'm saying is we ask for it, we ask to be represented, we ask to be celebrated. So when they do celebrate it, oh now you celebrating just for pandering, just to make money. You know what I'm saying?
A simple Happy Black History Month will suffice.
But
you don't have to
no,
start
but you gotta
changing.
think about
But hold on.
capitalism.
And I can understand both parts, right? And this is what I said when we were off mic because we briefly touched on it. For example, the Bath and Body Works, they got a whole Black History Month candle section when you walk through the front door, and they probably got them on sale and stuff, right? Kente cloth candles, black
Shea
Negro,
butter scent.
coconut oil,
Yeah.
all the
Man,
good shit that
CJ
they think.
Walker smell.
Right. So again, I get the efforts, and it is pandering.
Rosa Parks.
Back of the bus to the front.
Back of the
Bus
back
spray.
Back of the bus spray.
But so, and I get the pander, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is a pander, and it is their attempt to say we're with you for the dollar, because you're always going to, something doesn't come from nothing. Everything costs.
And that's my point, though.
And this is the thing where I said I think a company, and I'm specifically using Bath and Body Works because it's an easy parallel for me. You would reach out to the local, whatever Bath and Body Works is in that area, reach out to local up and coming black businesses, online candle businesses, and do a collaboration with them.
Exactly.
And let them
Joe.
feature their stuff
Joe,
in the store.
Joe,
I
hold
mean, I
on.
like that.
That's a perfect.
And I agree.
That's a
and
perfect
that's why I agree,
fucking.
bro.
That's how you support it, right? I love that because you know. So there's a black owned store downtown. Detroit is a new black. They do that shit year round, where you can literally buy basically a plot of land in a store and have your own. You know what I mean?
they
What's the
selling,
word? They
you know,
your own retail
Like a little pop up.
But
section.
but
Your own little
saying-
real estate in the store.
Right. So Joe, I'm agreeing with you, and I'm just giving examples of places that's already doing that. But yeah, that's how you support. Not for these 28 days, we're gonna drop the Rosa Parks spray, candle, and body
But what I'm
lotion
saying
set.
is, when they in those rooms, now this is my biggest thing. When the big business, because it's different between having a small company like you talking about display stuff than big business capitalism. And what I believe is what they mess up on is they have put a room of white people in the room and say, what can we come
What can
up
we
with?
do for black people?
They
So it
need
come
to
off
have
corny.
some representation so it can make sense and it can come off in a good way. I don't think for a second that, that they shouldn't have the kit, whatever colors they want to use for as far as African, whatever they want to do, but it should be tasteful. It should be, like Joe said, maybe get in some of the businesses that's
Feature some real black businesses, yeah.
businesses. But what about, or hire the lady who's running that campaigns, have some representation so we can move the conversation forward, not just bunch
Because
of
my
white people
whole
in the
thing
room.
is, what does that do for? Like, that'd be my thing. Like, that's why it's performative bullshit to me. Because like, you changing your color of your logo for these couple of days is not going to do. It does nothing for the black community, right? It does absolutely nothing. What will do something is, like Joe said, and again, it would be difficult for Xbox. I don't know how they would figure that out. But with the Bath and Body Works
If
shit,
you're a black member, you get a month free. Goddamn. it.
okay, well,
That's a bad business model.
good
So
reparations. Joe want good
Good
reparations.
raps.
You're not pouring no more than that cup,
drinking
Joe,
that,
stop
bro.
drinking that, bro.
Man, why? But
Straight
drink your
stop
shit,
drinking
Ralph.
that,
You
bro.
don't talk. You mention
No,
fruit
you
punch and
don't
cognac.
talk. You drinking cruising rum.
Oh my god! They gave you that as soon as you
That's
got
what-
off the plane.
No, this was at my birthday party.
Joe, blink twice if you're desperate, bro.
We good. You know what I'm saying?
Blink twice if you're
I'm
not
just letting
okay.
you know if
You
you're
know
not
what I'm
okay, cuz
No, we good. I'm
So,
straight. You know what I'm
Tay,
saying?
I hear what you're saying,
Everything
but
okay.
I do got to disagree with you. Here's why. So when you was a kid, right? You remember the superheroes, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever look at superheroes before Static Shock and all them? Like, damn, it ain't no black superheroes. Like, we was always the henchmen for the Joker and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So big business is going to always not, be kind of specialized. It's going to make it a generic kind of bland version, so it's palatable for everybody. You can't come like super, Black Panther for the mainstream average thing.
Not
I
Black
dis- I
Panther the
disagree with
superhero,
that.
but Black Panther.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
The
Yeah,
organization.
not Black Panther superhero, but like the
Right.
real
Hey,
Huey
Ralph,
P. Newton.
You good?
Yeah.
You good? Just
So
a little bit. Yeah, you good?
You hear me?
Yeah, no,
All right,
you good.
bet.
I just want you to get.
So Tay, hear me out. When I was on the same side you was when Black Panther came out. I'm like, they pandering to black people. They got all this corny shit in here because they want our money. I was big on that. I was ranting on Facebook.
I fucked with Black Panther.
I do too. I do too.
But
Hear
it's
me
the
out, hear me
same.
out.
But it's the same situation.
But look how many doors that open up for different black actors to get a main role as
I can
a black.
understand that as
It's a
well.
black Captain America now,
I
bro.
hear that.
Now it's starting to get a little corny because they making black variants of every superhero, black Superman,
Spider-Man,
black
yeah,
Spider-Man, and
Black
all
Colt.
that.
That's another conversation. I
But
don't
little
believe in
black
that
kids
either.
growing up seeing that, they looking at Miles Morales like that's dope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
because my
true.
little
we
black
didn't have that
babies is upstairs
representation.
jumping off the top rope
Yeah,
like
they
that.
love
But
it.
I don't. So I guess for me, Ralph, where I get, and maybe
Wakanda.
once you go further into your elaboration, it'll make sense to me. For me, just very on the surface, like bare minimum. I think Joe just said probably some of the best shit I've heard Joe say in 13 years of
Damn,
friendship
I
with this
mean,
nigga.
nigga,
Jesus
you ain't educated?
Christ.
And no, you're very educated, Joe. I'm not
That
saying
was
that. What I'm saying is,
So, Joe, as simple as
no, but like that. But like that's something. If you really want to talk about, like, if a company really wants to, a company like
shots
Bath and Body-
Yeah, you trying to shoot me? or
No,
something?
Joe. If a company really wanted to support
They're talking shit.
Black History Month and the black community and whatever, that's a very easy, big business or not, That's a very like
It's an easy business model.
That's easy. You can literally
100%. It's
you
very
can
easy.
literally make a competition out of it. Like send it.
Target do it. Target.
Yeah,
Target supports a lot of black business.
Send your business and your product and whatever how they
I get what you're
how they
saying.
orchestrate it, and we'll pick 4 companies. Black owned, lotion, one spray, one candle, one incense, whatever the fuck.
So you saying
And
it
we'll
should be a
put you in
year-round
your-
thing versus
Huh?
you saying it should be a year-round thing versus one time a year?
I'm saying if you're going to choose to only highlight black shit in the month of February, because the rest of the year they don't give a fuck. That's why it's performative.
Yeah.
The rest of the year they don't give a shit. If you really want to fuck with the black community, have a seasonal black kente cloth scent or whatever the fuck, if that's the route you want to go. Or if you only want to highlight it for the month of February, highlight 4 black owned local businesses in that month and let them actually sell their product at your fucking store. If you really want to show support for the black community, you changing Xbox colors for fucking 28 days does nothing for us. It does nothing. Like, that shit is so pointless. If you can find me one thing, because the superhero shit is different. That's representation. So
Yeah, no, the Xbox shit is
so that's
definitely corny.
different because you appealing to little black kids, just like black princesses in Disney. Once you start doing that, you changing the mindset of little black children. Changing the colors of the Xbox background for 28 days is performative and fucking stupid. Just like certain companies, as soon as it's Pride Month, they throw a big ass
Rainbow and everything.
on their window,
Pepsi,
but then
everything.
But then I think Pride Month, I want to say is either June or
I'm
July.
passionate about this Pride Month.
I'm talking about.
No,
just,
I know what you're saying.
I'm comparing the two because it's
about
performative. So whatever the month is, but then the first day of that following month, they strip the shit off and they never look
Quickly.
back.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I guarantee you, it'll stay up till fucking March 1st, and then Xbox be right back to green. So
Right.
like, what's
Oh, no,
the purpose
100%.
of it? It's pointless shit. What Joe just said, that's an amazing way to actually fucking make a difference.
I mean, but so do you know any big business that I would say Target, because they do support a lot of
Local brands?
local brands, black
Black-owned
businesses,
brands.
But
black
their
owned brands.
business,
They
their
in-cap them.
business
They-
model allows them to do that.
Okay,
More so than.
So do you think a lot of these companies, need to go back to the drawing board as far as their business model? Because you'll never see Walmart supporting a black business such as Honey Pot that's in Target and got Target in the chokehold. You know what I'm saying? Got our black women, which is a good thing because it's a black woman.
The only black businesses that Walmart support is black businesses that's ran by white people. It's like big black business, like the Patty Pies and shit like that.
Right.
And I'm guarantee you, it's a bunch of white people involved with that. You know what I mean?
Because
Like,
they was straight. They was okay.
That shit was trash.
That
The
shit was
Patty
good to
Pies?
me.
They was straight.
The
When they
Patty
first came out, they was
trash,
straight.
Patty Miles,
Trash.
Now they
Trash.
garbage.
trash.
What kind of I want to taste? What kind of pies are you having?
Yeah, what kind of
But
pie-
what kind of pies are you? Because,
The best of pies.
but because what are you talking
The Patty
about?
Pies was solid.
Patty
bro.
pie slap,
I wasn't feeling the
cuz.
patty
I
pie.
go
I
with
was
the peach
comparing
cobbers,
that. I was
too.
comparing that to my grandma's. I'm like, this shit
Well,
trash.
that's dumb, bro.
I know
You
it's
talking about
dumb,
your
it's
grandma
different.
making one pie, maybe
Bruh,
two for
that
the
shit
fam.
was trash,
It's a
bro.
mass
We talking about
produced
mass-produced
pie.
I'm
pies,
straight
bro.
on that shit.
How much
Like-
is it gonna cost to turn one of these whites only pies to nigga pies?
I want to taste Ralph's grandma pie.
Yeah.
Not like Paul's
Whoa,
again.
I was gonna say,
Damn.
but
Damn.
New business
but
day.
I'm saying because Patty Pie slap, bro. Them boys go crazy.
Maybe
for
it was.
sure.
I'm really not a pie
I won't
person.
say
I'm not gonna lie.
slap. Dave put a lot of S on
Yeah,
that slap, but it was good. Dave put a whole lot of S on that slap.
I'm just saying that boys be
Nah,
smart.
No, they
but no,
do.
like I said, man, I know. So, and just being an entrepreneur and being in a lot, and we all know people, but I know a lot of black businesses that could really benefit from like imagine Saks Fifth or some type of like high end suit, corporation. They feature Dandy, Nelson's brand, for a month, just 1 month. Let him get in and feature his suits. That shit.
How don't you know they do that? Don't
Huh?
do that. How you know they don't have black brands that do that?
What do you
It's
mean?
big companies that do that all the time. Bring in black brands, and Nordstrom's do that. All these
Black
What I'm
creative,
saying- what I'm
black
saying-
creative
Also,
directors.
along
but
with
what
bringing
I'm-
in the
but
brand,
what-
though, I
but-
think they need to bring in black executives on the board.
Beyond that too, but I'm saying, I'm gonna touch on Dave's point real quick, Joe, and then we'll talk about what I'm saying is maybe they are, maybe they really are, and we don't know that. But I think that's the problem is that we don't know that.
They should be
Make a like if you want to make a big deal out of something, don't hang a big ass African flag outside your shit. Blast that shit all over your
Public service,
public service announcement. We not, we once a year we want to feature, we want to feature 2 black, brands in our stores, and we want to highlight them and we want to promote them. We want to push them. Like, make a big deal out of that. Don't put a flag outside. That don't mean nothing to us. Yeah. Make social media, do a full fucking press release about it. Do a full promo, press, letting people know that y'all supporting these black businesses and y'all are helping these black businesses grow. That's the shit that'll make black people be like, you know what, I fuck with Macy's now because they every year they have a campaign about that shit. It's a campaign to support black businesses,
or even really take it a step further. Provide infrastructure for black businesses to thrive.
Exactly.
So instead of just I'm gonna feature you for this month. Give me a distribution deal where I can distribute my product for a reduced price, and make more profit off of it.
I like that.
Or give me a 1 year. What's the you probably know the term for where you get like a space in the store. What is that called?
I don't know. What do you mean?
The outletter, I think it's called.
No. It's shit. It's not pop up. That's a little thing.
Yeah, it's not pop up.
A feature. It's a feature.
But it's called something.
It's called something. I know what you're talking about.
It's like I forget what it's called.
But I know.
Anyway, to make for all sake of
folks understand.
That's really the main thing. Like, look at Kanye with Nike. Nike was trying to make him a fucking slave. When he said it, and people like, oh, Kanye tripping, Kanye on some bullshit. 'Cause, just the way he delivered it. Right. But if you really look at what he was saying, he was providing all the dope fly shit. They was gonna take it, make profits off of him, and not give him no ownership. He rich now because Adidas gave him the infrastructure to push what he did. So it's a partnership instead of them just sunning you.
Yeah,
that's what a lot of businesses want to do. They want to sun you.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing. I want to see more black CEOs, more creative directors, more infrastructure for black people to get their stuff off.
But to get there, you got to start with just simply highlighting the black businesses, highlighting, I get what you're saying. To build and maybe create a successor plan for them, or whatever type of plan for them to ultimately become a higher up within that company, or whatever it looks like. But you know what I mean? I just think that's an immediate way to support black businesses for sure.
Okay, I got somebody that used to tear a black business up.
Who?
Tom Brady ass, goddammit.
Oh yeah.
Goddammit.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that.
Timothy.
I'm gonna just go on the record and say that's the baddest white man.
That's a bad man.
Tom Brady.
Talk about it.
Before we get to Tom Brady, we got 2 native whack ass Ohioans.
First of all,
hold on, wait a minute.
Listen, y'all already know Ohio is trash.
OHIO all day.
Are you fucking kidding?
I ain't know y'all was
niggas had one goofball ass.
Right.
I'm trying to give y'all pride. Shout out to my nigga Burrow, or however you say his name. He gon' I'm gonna go with Joe Blow. I'm gonna go with the Natty to the ship. Where they already in the ship. I'm gonna go with them with the dub. I'm gonna go with the dub with the Natty just because Joe Blow he hooping in the terms of he hooping.
He going
so
crazy.
I'm gonna give y'all that.
Why you giving us that?
Because y'all Ohio. It's Ohio.
Oh, he's from Ohio.
He playing for the Bengals.
But he's from Ohio too.
He's from Ohio too.
He's from Ohio.
Also, that's even better.
He started his career at Ohio State.
And then he left and went to LSU and got that national and that Heisman rookie quarterback in the bowl.
Yeah.
He going to probably win the MVP.
And he going crazy.
That'll be crazy.
Did you see him with the yay? Did you see him with the
yays
on
in the chain though?
Going crazy.
My dog said I make too much money for him to be fake. So they gotta be real.
They gotta be
They gotta be real.
Bro, it was some crazy football this past weekend.
It was some crazy football. And before we get to the Brady, we got to talk about these games, man. What y'all think?
I'm going with LA. I'm wrong with LA.
You talking about
just the weekend of football? The past this has been the most exciting football in a while. The past 2 maybe 3 weeks.
It's been some great football.
I think Kansas City fell off a little bit. But people, you know how people do. Monday morning quarterbacks, they're over. It's he don't got it no more. Talking about Patrick Mahomes.
No, he still got it.
Bro, he gonna still
his prime yet.
Bro, he gonna still go crazy.
Yeah, you know that man had been an AFC championship.
Yeah, he's still gonna go crazy.
AFC
he's still gonna be one of the
5
best.
years straight.
Yeah.
And Tyreek Hill is a animal. He's still
He's a
fast
complete
as
fucking
hell.
animal.
Human cheetah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like chill out a little bit. But that boy Joe Burrow, he a bad man.
That's a bad boy right there.
I think he the next
That
up and
defense,
coming.
though, that defense also is a solid ass defense.
Defense is
I
starting.
want to talk about
I
the
feel-
fact that. Go ahead, D, I'm sorry.
I feel bad. Only reason why I can't fully support Cincinnati is because Cleveland in the same division. The
Exactly.
Browns, and that's my team.
I get that.
So it's hard for me to fully support Cincinnati. So I'm going with LA in the Super Bowl. To be honest
Same.
with you.
Also, y'all just not Ohio's not banding
All
together.
Ohio ain't the same Ohio. Do
right.
you root for Michigan or Michigan State?
I'm a Michigan fan.
Dumbass.
Okay, do you
I
root
mean,
for
sorry.
Michigan State?
I wasn't supposed to say that out loud. I
Dumbass.
apologize. That was too
Damn.
much. I
Disrespectful
apologize.
God. But you
Another drop.
We just gonna say you
Dumbass.
mentally. We gonna just say you mentally challenged because you like Michigan. But that's cool. Though.
Oh, so y'all state
His
fans.
dress too tight.
we Ohio.
We Ohio State.
Are
we
you
Ohio.
confused?
Oh, no. I'm saying, but I'm thinking.
If
y'all
I had to
said-
choose a Michigan team, go green, go white. If I had to choose a Michigan team.
Oh, y'all still
I'm
mad?
never
We beat
going.
y'all ass this year.
That's what it is.
We ain't gotta talk
That
about
ass
last
whooping
year.
still
Last year
stays.
don't count.
What? It's come on, man. Small
Every
potatoes.
dog has his day,
It's
bruh.
small
Every dog
potatoes.
has his day, yeah,
Yes.
but not every dog.
I'm talking about.
Beat your ass.
I'm talking about Michigan is one of them Ralph
Tens and
get
twos
jacked
sides.
off by him dogs. You know what I mean? Like y'all had your day with Ralph and with the Ohio State Buckeyes. It's fine. Y'all niggas have lost so many years in a row.
I think
Joe.
he's upset.
Joe,
He is.
Joe,
He-
Joe. I'm
Sounds
gonna just put
salty
this in
right now.
perspective for the people that don't really know about football. Your guys are 2-18 versus
18.
Ohio State in the last 20 years, my nigga.
18.
I'm cool with that. Y'all niggas
cool with
pay
that?
to play.
What?
Anyways, so like I was saying, my nigga Tom Brady, my nigga Tom Brady, the greatest white man to ever play the sport of football.
Yes, he is.
Michigan alum, you know what I mean?
He is a Michigan alum.
Seven bowls. Never gonna happen again, ever.
10. He been a 10.
He been a 10, got 7.
Got 7 of them
That's
things.
that's ridiculous. Think about that. That's
No,
ridiculous.
I'm not, that's not a dispute.
and really could get
I'm
another
not
one or
past
two.
the fact that
Oh,
you're
he's
okay
mad.
with
Shots
2
fired.
and
Shots
18.
fired
2
But
and
we
18.
won this year. That's all that matters.
by 30.
Why? Hold on.
Dump
Wait
that
a minute.
ass.
Wait a
We threw it in
minute.
the
Why
dump.
is
Threw it in
Ralph-
y'all for a pause.
Why
threw
is
it in y'all
Ralph
for-
saying we?
Yeah,
Ralph,
because
you don't watch football.
I don't. I don't watch NFL
So
football.
why are we saying we?
No. I give you one better. Ralph's never even partied at U of M.
Right.
He never even hung out.
no.
I definitely
yeah,
part of
we-
that. You,
we- yeah, he's been with
up
me
in there talking
plethora.
Got kicked out of every party. First, listen, niggas be like they was out there in the gym shooting with these niggas.
But no,
I mean, they can have a team. We ain't never
know,
been. We
Michigan-
ain't never.
Fuck that, Dave. Okay, I'm not giving these niggas
Ohio
They
nothing.
can
to
have
the-
a
to the-
team
to the
bro.
core.
But all I'm saying is
That was
you
Ohio
can't
State
brag
ass
when we
comment.
beat your
Ralph
ass
can't tell me
every
Michigan's.
year.
Ralph can't
There's
tell me
a
Michigan
one
quarterback's
time-
name.
I stopped watching football
Ralph
after my
can't
nigga
tell me Michigan
Kaepernick.
quarterback's name. Joe can't either.
I'm
Hold on,
against
let's hear
football,
Ralph out.
honestly.
Tell you who?
Why did you stop watching football?
So 2 reasons. I don't have fucking time. And the second reason is I really stopped watching the NFL and then it just kind of trickled down from there.
So you said fuck the kids. No
Fuck
high
them
school for
kids.
you either. huh?
Fuck the kids.
Fuck
Until
the
my kid
kids.
playing, I'm already getting them ready now.
Fuck the kids.
When my kid is playing, then it's gonna be all about the kids.
No, man. What's y'all thoughts on Tom Brady, man? I'll just shoot it out there. First off, I would like to say thank you for a great career. You know what I'm saying? Some entertainment over the past, what was it, 20, 22 years? Something like that.
22 years.
22 years. You know, underdog coming to the top of the, you know, podium and showing up when you're put in front of, you know, the pack of wolves to lead, you show up, you lead, and you exceed expectation. You know what I'm saying? You got to clap it up for him and say flat out, you know, so I got to get that drop. Got to clap it up for him and let him know, you know, man, this is a hell of a ride.
Hey, Tom Brady, he's the GOAT. And he passed the GOAT. He a god in the game.
Yeah, you
you know
gotta
what I'm
give it
saying?
to
Because
him.
at the end of the day,
Football
nobody.
god.
I don't think nobody gonna even come close to what he
Surpass or
did.
come close,
Surpass
yeah.
to what he did. He the Jordan of football, I
Yeah.
would say.
I would
At
even
this
say
point,
better than that.
You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm going to go even farther than that, bro.
because at this
It's
point,
impossible to go to 7.
He's not better than Jordan.
I think he's. I
For the
think he
simple
overall.
fact that
no,
Jordan changed the way basketball is played, bro.
yeah, that's a little different.
I get that, but you got to think about it. It's you got 16 regular season games, and you go 10 times to the Super Bowl.
He was
That percentage there alone, niggas in their career, in a 5 to 10 year career, 20-year career, don't go to the Super Bowl once.
So
Most niggas don't have a 20-year career. Let's start.
Most
there.
niggas don't even
Most
have a
niggas don't have a
20-year
20-year
So
career.
when you think about the sheer And you can't say he's always had padded teams because he hasn't. He'll have a good defense in him.
They had a
He'll
good
have
game.
one or
They had
two.
a good game plan.
No, he
No,
knows
it was
football.
a lot of it was the game plan.
The
too.
game plan. They had,
But
they
yes,
had-
no, you can't take.
you-
That's not to
can't take away
discredit what he's
from him.
doing. Yeah,
I just look
But
at
Jordan can't change the way basketball is fucking played.
Okay.
You can't compare that. Now,
LeBron's changed the way basketball is played.
Steph Curry's more effective on today's game than LeBron.
Okay, I'll give you that. I agree with that. Now, Curry's not even in the same conversation as Tom Brady.
But Curry actually changed the game. Like you see centers jacking threes now from fucking half court. Kids in high school.
If Curry went and won like 6 NBA championships, then you
NBA
could talk about-
championships to NFL
Yeah.
Super
You
Bowls.
compare him to Brady, not in
for every
greatness.
one Super Bowl, bro, that's like 3 NBA championships.
Why are
period.
you
I don't know
saying
if
that?
you can compare the two.
It's not the same,
It's hard
bro.
to
It's too-
compare
it's too
the
hard
two.
to
You
compare the
can't
two.
really compare the two.
In my opinion, I'm gonna say for every one Super Bowl there's three titles in the
But
NBA.
Tom
One
Brady-
Super Bowl, there's 3 titles, bro.
That shit is unheard of.
I got a question though. I got a question because we comparing apples to oranges right now. I got a more practical question. How many of y'all think Brady still had some shit left in the tank?
He
And why,
definitely
and
got
why
some
do
shit in
y'all
the
think he finally
Good
just said,
segue.
you know what, I'm good? Like, why y'all think he finally decided
Good
to call it
segue.
quits?
So I'll jump off there. And I think first and foremost, I think you got to know when to hold him. You got to know when to fold him. I think he definitely could have finished out these two. I guess he could have finished these two. I think he could have finished these two this last
He
year.
definitely had 2-3 more
I think
years.
he had I think he had more years because he's smart. He doesn't play just all physical. It's mostly mental with him, and he allows his body to do what it needs to do first off. But I think when you look at it, you have to weigh your apples. He's done almost everything that there's to do
In the sport.
and excelled 100 times past that. 10 Super Bowl appearances, 7 Super Bowls. What, about 4 MVPs? Maybe 5? Like, literally, that's unheard of. I just think you have to weigh your apples. You got to look at it and say, okay, I got a family. I don't really spend time with my children outside of summer months. I got a wife. I'm older. I'm 40, what is he, 45, 46, something like that?
44.
44. It's a certain area you got to get to in life to where you got to say, I've done all I can do in this field.
In this field, in this area.
It's time for me to go and do something else. Be great here. Challenge. I don't think football challenged them anymore.
I don't know if football didn't
I
challenge
wouldn't say
him.
didn't challenge him,
I feel
yeah.
like he just, like you said, I think the point that you said that he's exceeded everything that
Every
what more
expectation,
can he
yeah.
do? You know what I'm saying? He didn't set the bar so high. He lead in every category when it
Yeah.
comes to playing quarterback in the NFL. He set the bar so high, and not only that, his family. He been saying he was going to retire for the last 5 years. His wife been trying to get him to retire,
She
and now
brought
he
the
just
bad home too.
and now he just pouring it into his family. Tom Brady, I like Tom Brady just because, like you said earlier, he came out of 6th round draft pick, barely about to get drafted. You know what I'm saying? His
Third
whole
string
story,
quarterback.
and people didn't hear his story recently till he came out with the documentary where you can really tap into his story and really listen to how he came up, really listen to where he came from, and really the grind he put in every day to become where he at.
So what is that? What is that statement right there? The grind to get to where you at. How do we apply that to our everyday life as men? How? Because we always talk about, we all here play ball, so football. So we all, I think, will be in agreement when we say football is, in my opinion, has been the most important thing next to my children and my parents. It has been the most important teacher, to how I am so determined in whatever I set my eyes on or whatever goal.
2 things is consistency and discipline. There's the 2 things that you got to have in anything you do to
Yeah.
be successful. You ain't gonna get nowhere, and that's what I learned from football, and that's what I learned from even just watching a man like Tom Brady, like consistency and discipline. If you put your work in, consistent work, and you have discipline, I don't care what your talent is, you're gonna succeed.
Yeah,
and that's the bottom line.
I'll apply that. I'm gonna just apply it to a personal. For me, I see so many talented, like Dave was saying, talented people who fall short because of lack of consistency, lack of discipline. So I like to personally, and I know, and I can be better, and I can be more. We all can be more and better and go harder at what we do. But I definitely think that that Dave, you hit the nail on the fucking head.
I like to say it's a formula. I like to say it's a formula, and I was talking to my little brother about this, not the one Devontae, but my little brother Dada. He an artist, he a rapper, and I was telling him the same thing.
Half Cup Trey, what up?
And I was telling him I said consistency and discipline, but it's also opportunity. I think those opportunity and then talent comes, but talent is way at the bottom when you talk about consistency, when you talk about discipline, and you talk about opportunity.
We good.
And we talk about opportunity because opportunity plays a part too. And when you have those opportunities, you got to jump through those windows because opportunity is very slim.
I'm a real quick, Dave. Everybody know Dave. That's my big brother. Whatever. That's one of the things. It's so crazy, right? One of the things Dave said to me, and we was kids, we was like teenagers, and Dave said to me one day, he was like, "Life is." I think like one of your coaches fucking probably said it to you, but like, life is about windows of opportunity, and when you get those windows, you got to jump through that motherfucker at 100 miles an hour.
100 miles an hour. And you fuck up.
And I ain't gonna hold you, bro. And then that's my next thing. One of my coaches told me one day, if you gon' fuck up at 100 miles an hour. When I tell you, bro, that's the creed I live by. Is my big brother telling me like when you get windows of opportunity, and it's fucked up because so many opportunities.
We take our time to try to gingerly walk through.
But like, no, just me personally, like when I get certain small opportunities, bro, even if the opportunity, it's probably one, it's honestly, it's a gift and a curse. Because sometimes those opportunities aren't actual opportunities and they're masked as opportunities, but it's really a finesse, and that's a whole other conversation. People present an opportunity, and I say that in air quotes to you, and it ain't really opportunity, but it's for their better. But nonetheless, it be fuck ups, but I'll be fucking up at 100 miles an hour, and I always take something. I consider myself a leech in a certain respect because I take something from anywhere I go. I can go work at fucking Denny's tomorrow. I promise you, I'm gonna take something from fucking Denny's, and I'm so beyond that in my fucking career. But I promise you, if I go fucking if I go work eggs at Denny's tomorrow, I'm gonna learn something. And I'm gonna take something.
Just got the whole egg line set. It's just like a section for
no, bro, you laughing, bro. Breakfast places, they hire an egg nigga that just all he do all day is eggs.
Oh, that's for real.
That's a real thing, bro. Like brunch places, breakfast places. It's a nigga
I might
that's
go get hired because I'm cold with some eggs. I'm
cold with the eggs, though.
Bro, go crazy.
You don't hit him with the heavy cream though.
Are you serious?
I taught him that move.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I use whole milk and heavy cream.
Yeah.
Whole milk.
Just a little dash.
Just a little dash.
I don't salt and pepper the eggs though until after. I cook
foolish.
beat him real good.
Foolish.
No, I add my shit to
because y'all don't know how to season.
No, I definitely.
But you only need
on the season.
But you only need that salt and that pepper. I hate when people add that extra shit to the
Lawry's and
eggs.
shit.
When niggas do too much to the eggs, they're dumb.
Bro, all you need is that
those are
good
dumb
egg.
people.
Joe made some lemon pepper eggs the other day. Let Joe cash.
Chill out, cuz. This nigga here with the lemon pepper.
extra wet. Extra wet. That nigga added lemon pepper to his eggs.
No, not even. Nigga.
But
you
nah, man.
You beat him real good. Hit him with that heavy cream. Throw him in the skillet. Fluff him. And then you just little salt and pepper pause.
You got to sprinkle that cheese in there when they about almost done.
Just a little run in there. You put that cheese
I'm
in there.
gonna get all y'all. You finish your eggs on the flame.
I don't eat.
What?
I mean,
You
that's
eat
that
what?
rum. I don't eat
that
eggs.
You
rum
drinking that
talking.
bullshit?
I don't
and you
eat
talking
eggs.
Bullshit, got him talking bullshit.
I thought you
You just said you don't. What do you mean? So why are you cooking them if you?
You just had
I
a
got
whole
children that love
display
eggs.
of eggs.
So you don't even know if your shit good. You
Oh
just
no, my shit bang.
you
The
don't know that. You
kids
have
be
no
eating that
clue.
shit slow as hell. Like, yeah, daddy, it's good.
Don't tell me because your kids eat them, they good. Because kids also like eat fruit roll
My
ups.
lady eat them, and they bang. I
She's
make
pregnant.
omelets before the prayer.
Doesn't count. She loves you.
Joe, you was talking a lot of shit about eggs and you don't even eat
You don't
them,
even eat eggs.
You can't have an opinion.
So y'all just eating eggs on every
Joe,
day.
you make me deep sigh every fucking time I talk to you. Because you always say some shit that pisses me off.
But no, man, go finish your
No,
thought.
because fuck that.
No, but man,
But no, like I said, bro, to get back to the whole Tom Brady thing and just opportunities and him being consistent and
knowing when to
disciplined
fold them
and knowing all that, man, listen.
great career.
Great career, unfucking matched career. I think he's getting out at a beautiful time.
Oh, I love that. I love the fact that he going out on top.
He
where
going
he got
out on
something
top.
left in
He
the
going,
tank.
yeah, because you see all too often athletes try to keep going, and they ended up going so far to the point where they become the washed up old nigga.
I
And
don't
then
want
they-
to see him like we talk about Michael Jordan Wizards
To
like,
the Wizards, yeah.
I
Like
ain't
he should have,
seeing
he should
that.
have folded them well before that. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. Once Jordan retired, he should have never came back.
Yeah, I mean,
He
it's
retired twice, didn't he?
He retired, came back.
No, he
won.
could have because he came back and won 3.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
But then what I'm saying, when he
after
retired
that third,
after that,
he should
it's a
have
wrap.
been done.
So what? You gonna come back to the,
The
Wizards? and look
Wizards should have
crazy.
never
Right,
had
right,
him
right.
on. The day the Bulls didn't accept him back, he should have folded him.
Should have
that should've
never
been it.
went to the Wizards.
That should have been
He
it.
should have folded
But
him.
he was trying to
Okay,
own
so-
the team.
In life, men, gentlemen, when do you feel like it's appropriate?
let this nigga-
Go ahead, Joe. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's where I was going to go with it. But I was going to word it a little different. He's right on par with what I was going to say. I was going to say, and I'm just using these different athletes as points of reference. But for example, Matt Stafford, him leaving Detroit to go to LA. When do you know the opportunity or the time is right to transition to your next feat or your next next task? I guess that's the same thing we just talked about. So go ahead with your statement.
No, I was gonna say in life, just like when you know when to like get rid of a certain or remove yourself from a certain situation to whatever next situation.
So
Whether
we can
that
use that stuff,
whether that
yeah.
situation be another opportunity or you know what, I'm done with this. For me personally, when I start to become the smartest person in the room or the best person in the room,
It's time to go somewhere else.
it's time for me. That's
To
my
become
personal
the
shit.
bottom person
Nah,
so you
not the
can learn.
bottom. I'm never
Not
gonna be
like
the
bottom
because
in
I'm
the
that
bad
nigga.
way, though.
I'm that nigga, so I'm never at the bottom.
You that nigger or nigga?
First of all,
Sound
wow.
like you said Sound like you said Happy Black History Month. I mean,
Bro, you never drinking this rum again.
Yeah, bro.
You getting me
Rum
tight,
down,
bro.
Put the rum
I'm
down.
talking-
Put some hand in there immediately.
It
I
sound
got
like
the
you.
1738.
It sound like you said Cause I'm that nigga. That's what it sounded like you
Yo.
said.
You gonna keep saying it. And it's-
okay.
on
No
February
On
1st.
February 1st,
No
you're
less.
going to put an out.
We'll be all right.
Listen,
back to what Tay was saying.
what I'm saying is for me, one of the things I've always kind of stood on is like the moment I become the smartest person in the room or the moment it becomes almost too easy, I gotta go somewhere. I gotta constantly continue to challenge myself. I do that personally because I'm in a career that is very artistically driven. And you know what I mean? So I always feel like I can learn something. I can always better my craft. I can always hone myself. I can always, I'll say the saying, iron sharpens iron. So you got to go somewhere and work with somebody that can challenge you creatively. And I know chefs that I don't for one moment think I'm the best fucking chef in the city. I think that there's chefs around me. I can bang with anybody, but I think there's chefs around me that just have certain knowledge in certain areas in my industry, in my world that I soak up. And then those same chefs can soak up some shit for me. But
Right.
they
And
don't
then
know.
once you do that, you
And we can-
transition to the next area.
And exactly. And so that's why one of the things Dave has always been like, bro, your ass always had a different restaurant. But I had to kind of tell Dad, this was years ago, but I was like, our worlds are very different. Your world is like you find a company, you comfortable with that company because
you build it out to
and it's because technically you working for the same company, but Dave can be working at one job site today, building a gas station, and working at a whole nother
don't
job
build
site.
gas stations,
Yeah, I'm
but
making an example.
commercial,
nigga.
big commercial.
Okay,
Hospitals.
Hit his fucking button
Plants.
for him.
Oh, he said-
hit his button for him. Hit his
Big
fucking button.
automotive plants.
Hit his
Big
fucking
infrastructure.
button.
Big infrastructure.
His
Big
big fucking
business.
button. Okay, he can go from building the Hudson site downtown.
There you go. There you
Okay,
go. There
Oh,
you
you
go.
was on the hood?
No, we went on the hood. That's Bart Mello. We ain't giving them no. I said their name, but
Fuck
we ain't giving
God
them
Damn it! Can I get my fucking point out? It's because about Dave, and I don't like that. Point
See, been hating on me
is
since we've been year high.
he can work for the same fucking company, but be on 4 different job sites in 3 months and building
Not 3
completely
months.
different. Come on, man.
Okay, no, I'm outside my
fuck?
back. Go ahead. Yeah, I get your.
You know what? I don't even want to talk no more, guys. I'm gonna log out. Joe, hit my button, and I'm logging out. No,
Hey,
I'm
right,
playing.
right.
But no, so but like in my industry, right? Like certain restaurants have certain shit, and some restaurants like mine that I'm currently at, I've been able to create different menus every season and challenge myself. But I'm at the point now where like I'm the nigga that knows all the shit, and I'm not learning shit from anybody around me.
Everybody's
so
learning from
now
you.
everybody's learning from me. So I need to finding the next place where I can go and still get off and still be creative, but I'm also like learning shit, whether it's from a beverage standpoint, a food standpoint, whatever. But that's just the industry I work in. Is like most people, you work somewhere for a year, 2 years, and then you get the fuck on in my industry. So,
And and I agree with what you're saying on that. And I think I'm just thinking about what you telling me about you moving on and all that stuff. You as my little brother, I think the biggest thing for you right now, you have reached the pinnacle. You top 10 chef in the city and all of that stuff. I think the next venture you do go on, I think it needs to be a business. I think it needs to be you learning about the business of it. Because I think as great as you are at putting some shit on the plate, you got to be just as great as your business acumen. And that's all I got to say.
No, that's
Before we
100%.
close it
That's
out-
what I've been on.
Before we close it out, Ralph, you got some thoughts on it? No.
Thoughts on what? On what
Ralph
y'all was
focusing
just
on them dogs. He got
Ralph-
drunk on when he get home.
We kind of led into a few things, but we were talking about the Tom Brady. You can elaborate on how you feel about the Tom Brady stuff.
I can elaborate on that. So, the main thing about Tom Brady and even the Patriots organization that was just such a beautiful thing, it was how anybody could fit in that program. They could bring this person.
Plug and play.
Yeah, it was a plug and play program. And
How does that
that's
transfer to
something
life?
that I try to transfer to my life on a daily, because if you have a routine that's so, especially in the industry I'm in, if you have a routine that's so clean and so crisp, you can pivot any which way. If this changes
like
this
that.
way, you can pivot over here.
The pivot.
This changes
The
over here.
The
you can
pivot.
They
I
just
like that.
changed the whole
Pivot.
way we paid at my at my place of employment.
Episode,
And I was able to pivot because I had already, I'm middle of the road. I can go either which way. So that's one thing that you got to find in life is being able to pivot, because life is constantly changing. You might be doing one thing right now. You might be doing another thing another time, but you never know where it's going to go.
I got one
and
question.
Tay, I can't
after
say
Ralph
for you,
finishes.
it's time for you to, pivot from the creative side to the business side, because you
Exactly.
make some dope shit, bro. I don't even
Right.
know if you really realize how dope you are at what you do.
The talent, like we talk about,
The talent level
the
is
talent
always there. You got to learn the business now.
Right.
New Chef
So,
Tay.
I'm not saying you don't know the business,
I'm
because
gonna
I've been
say-
watching what you do. Like you great at
You gotta
advertising,
elevate the
you great,
business.
but
You
it's,
not-
it's
you not
time for you to
elevate
go
the
mainstream.
business
Like
now.
everybody in Michigan that's a fine diner should know about you and what you represent. You get what I'm saying?
I can appreciate that, bro. So, real quick, two quick things on that topic. What Rob just said, two quick things. The first thing is, I am working on the business side. So, just for the listeners, I have been hearing y'all, and I'm working on the business shit. I got some shit that I'm working on right now in terms of distribution with seasonings, sauce lines, even my Afro sushi line going into retail. I had a meeting this week about getting with a distribution company, a packing company, to pack and distribute my Afro sushi into retail places, grocery stores, liquor stores, Myers, Kroger, whatever. So that's working. It's coming. And I've been talking to Dave, big business, about certain shit. So that's the first thing. Yes, I'm working on the business side. Thank y'all for the ups on that. The second thing, I had a second thing, and I'm fucking mind blanking now because Ralph got long-winded. We'll get back to it.
Well, yeah, we'll get to
Ralph
it,
talked 5 minutes of the last hour.
no, I'm
No, you good, man. But
Oh, that was my. I got it. Okay, real quick. It's gonna be
Crown rolling.
the crowd kicking in, but this will be real quick. Would any of y'all in y'all careers, Joe, you and
Another question.
all the different shit, just listen, you can answer real fast.
Yeah.
You in a whole bunch of different fucking fields. Dave in your field, Ralph in your field, me in my field. At any point, would you ever humbly like take a step backwards in terms of the position you hold to learn under somebody? So, like for example, Dave, what's your job title right now where you work?
Project manager.
And what's the job title right up under that?
It'll be assistant PM.
sending them to the crib.
Okay,
Or like a project engineer, or like a senior project engineer. Or
Okay,
something like that.
so would you ever take a pay cut and B, a position decrease to learn under? If you knew that the opportunity once you learn under whomever that dog in that world is, to get, you know what I mean? Like, would you ever humbly take a step back, take a step down, pay decrease to learn under somebody that could ultimately elevate you to the fucking stratosphere in your world? Would you ever do that?
My world is different. I can see how it can happen in your world because you talk about the creative side of things and you constantly learning to create. my world is a lot of systems, is a lot of things, and I can learn from the people above me. But I don't think I would have to take a pay cut to do that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay,
Dave
maybe
about that business.
if I go down, title don't mean nothing to me. If my pay there, my business is competitive as far as pay, and you always gotta where you at, don't go backwards.
Don't go backwards. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You go
Because when
backwards,
you go
they
to
got
that
your
next
ass.
thing, they gonna be like, all right, you here. You gotta
Yeah.
constantly elevate yourself financially.
Got you.
But I would take, so say if I went from project manager, I would go from project manager running the site to like project engineer who's like third in command on the site. I would do that because if I was to be learning from somebody that's got tenured in whatever I'm doing,
Right.
and I can
As
learn
long
their
as that
system,
pay stay the
learn
same or
that
increase.
bro. I need that.
I'm in the
I'm
same boat
cool.
with him. I'm
Yeah.
cool.
Okay. Ralph?
Yeah, so I did it when I made when I made the switch from AT&T. I was chilling, like I literally had no worries there. And I saw an opportunity where I'm at now, and I just had to humble myself. Like, I'm taking sales advice from not to sound cocky, but I'm really good at sales. Like,
Right on. I'm not saying you do that shit.
Yeah, I had regional managers, vice presidents and stuff come up like, "Hey, you nice," like when I was new, because they didn't realize I had so much sales experience. So I just had to humble myself and learn, and I actually learned a lot. I got so much better because I just humbled myself, listening with people that honestly, some of them couldn't sell as good as me, but the philosophy that they was preaching helped me a lot. So, sometimes you got to humble yourself to move forward. But I mean,
And you always
gotta
got to
know
be
how all
coachable
those
and soak up
answers.
knowledge from anybody.
that's the number one
But
thing.
that's why I go, and I said all that to say that's why I go back to the statement I made earlier about being like that leech. Is like, I can literally go down to being a fucking egg cook at Denny's. I'm gonna learn something from that place that's gonna make me a better chef. You know
And
what I
that's
mean?
where the pivot is, folks. That's where the pivot is. But this has been a great episode of the Bearded Point of View podcast. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna slice him right here. Y'all got anything y'all want to add at the end? Shoot your plugs.
I just wanna
Glizzy's Gourmets.
first of all, Gourmet Glizzy's happening, and it's
Gourmet
happening
Glizzy's.
quick because I got the truck. It's coming.
Okay.
That's
But
the
no,
first
I just
step.
want to again, every time we do this, each week this week, I'm gonna highlight a historical black chef. Black History Month. I do it every year. This week's black chef I'm gonna highlight is Leah Chase. She was the executive chef, founder, owner of Dookie Chase's in New Orleans.
Dookie Chases.
Dookie Chase's restaurant. It's
Chase's.
I
New
don't know if I would want
Orleans.
to eat there.
No, I promise you, like that's the
No,
New
the name
Orleans
just would've
staple.
threw me.
Chases.
Dookie Chase is
Jesus
Dookie
Christ.
Chase was her husband. Dookie Chase was her husband. He was a jazz musician. Back in them days, you got them like jazz names. So Dookie was his name. Dookie Chase, and her husband was her husband. It was his restaurant. But Leah Chase is a historical black chef, well known for her New Orleans cuisine. She's cooked for a multitude of presidents, including President Obama, frequently. Leah Chase, Google her, look her up, do your own research. But she's from the God rest her soul. She's passed away now recently, but the amazing black chef, and that's my chef Black History highlight for this week.
Okay. Ralph, you got anything you want to plug?
Nope, I'm good this week.
All right, Dave.
I'm gonna piggyback a little bit off Chef over there. I'm gonna highlight a black-owned construction. I'm gonna highlight a black-owned construction company, and I don't know if anybody knows this, but my grandfather got one of the biggest black-owned construction companies in Michigan, and I just want to highlight him. I don't tell him I appreciate him enough. I don't work for him no more. Me and him had a little issue, but I do love him, and I do love the family. It's called Devon Industrial Group. They do, one of the best. They partners with Wallbridge, one of the biggest construction companies. So just to support the black-owned theme that we going with this month, my grandfather, Devon Industrial Group, and my aunt Stephanie Burnley, they pushing it and pushing it in the right direction, and they're trying to get me to come back over to the squad, but I need that bag.
You need that bag.
Support black businesses
Support
all this
black
month.
business, you know what I'm saying?
Support black business
And
all
support
month.
this black business, the Bearded Point of View podcast. Hit us up on the social, Bearded Media Group on Instagram, BPOV podcast on Facebook, excuse me. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the wherever you listening to this organic audio, you understand? Like, comment, subscribe, leave a review, whatever you gotta do. Tap in, do your thug thizzle. We appreciate that. What
Eat
you
at a
got,
black.
Chef?
Eat at a black restaurant this
Eat at
month.
a black restaurant, you dirty
Eat at
bastards.
a black restaurant. The one I'm gonna highlight this week is Yum Village,
Young Village, what up, what up, what up?
Afro Caribbean. Go
But
eat.
no, this has been a great episode of the Bearded Point of View podcast.
New Chef Tay. New business day. Ew, the booty eating wingman.
We did it. We did it, Joe.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.